Today I'm going to talk about sound card configuration in puppylinux. In this case, I'm going to concentrate on Xenialpup 32-bit laptop. So first thing what we want to do is just right click on the retro bowl icon here, and you get several choices. Then we'll take a look at multiple sound card wizard. In this case, I have a laptop, Dell laptop, which is sound card is here. The other two, I'm unsure exactly what these refers to, since the laptop does not have a HDMI output. This card 2, I'm using to record this desktop. So simple screen recorder is using the headset, C media headset with a microphone input right here. So by the fact that it is ticked on here means that it is active at this time, and we can go ahead and sound source. So we'll test the sound, and it must be a little bug because it doesn't test sound. I noticed that doesn't work, but when I turn on the my music player, you can hear in the background. So we'll go back. So it does play the sound, and when we take a look at the configuration of this card output, the laptop, then we can tell. First thing you want to make sure is enter F6. Make sure that we're testing the right sound card. So this again, C media USB, is the headset that I'm recording the simple screen recorder, and we want to take a look at the Dell laptop sound system. So we'll go ahead and do that. And since the Dell laptop, we're not interested in the input of the sound. So microphone on the Dell laptop, I'm not interested. So we'll just mainly concentrate on the playback output. So F3, we'll go ahead and push F3, and you'll see a lot of choices here. One is the master, and you can see that it is red, so you can go to the next by the arrow keys. Master is at 100%. That's the master control volume. Headphone here is refers to a headphone out jack, the headphone jack that I'm using to play on the external speakers. In fact, when you go to the next speaker plus, this refers to laptop speakers, and I have it disabled. Mute is M is for mute, and if I want to turn it on, that I can go ahead and push M again, and then raise the bar with the up arrow key. But in fact, that I don't want the laptop speaker to play, because I want to listen all my sound on the external speakers that is hooked through the headphone jack. So we'll go ahead and enter M again to mute it. But let me just go ahead and put the arrows all the way down also. So the PCM should always be a maximum. Microphone, again, I have it on the mute, because I don't want the microphone to be functioning on the laptop itself. I think the rest of it is really not that important, but that's sort of a rough. Now we're gonna look at the headset. So we'll go down, and then we won't make it active at this time. It's actually already active because I'm recording the screen recorder through the headset. But if I want to again play the music it's gonna output through the my external speakers rather than my headset at this time. But if I wanted to go ahead and uh, have the output through the headset, then I would go ahead and select it. But let's right now just take a look at the configuration here, configure button. And then again, we want to make sure that it is we know it's the correct because it's C media USB audio device, so we don't have to enter F6. But also that I have F3 is just to headphone itself, but we want to also look at the microphone, so we'll go F5. So earlier I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any recording, but the recording I had this at I had the microphone input as very low, so that's why I wasn't recording properly through the microphone. But we'll go ahead and also raise the PCM, the master volume in this case, because USB headset is a digital device. So this is all set as far as recording. So for example, at night I don't want to have the output through the external speaker. If I want to listen to music, what I would do is I'll go ahead and click it and then just select it as a card device. So it would just have all the music output through the headset rather than the external speakers. And we'll also look at the configure here. Just remember, this is the headset configuration. So, and then don't make a mistake. When I first look at this window that's going to allow you to control the volume primarily, and also the way to the switches regarding controlling of the volume, I thought this was when I went to the tray, I thought this is all you got. Particularly what's important is to realize that there is a very important information here, so it's best just to go ahead and maximize it and then take a look. What you have to do is make sure that you have to have a volume control. In this case, PCM playback volume as the controller as a slide here. So what you have to do is click it and then put it over where this is, and also on a tray next. On a tray, you have to make sure that the PCM playback volume is picked, so we can go ahead and apply it. So this way, it reflects the number of bars reflects the intensity of the volume. So we'll go ahead and put it all the way down. You notice that it's the bar numbers change when we go up. Okay, so there's one other thing. It also, depending on the taskbar, you may want to change the color of this, but I think there's a minor bug in that sometimes the color change doesn't work properly. So we'll go ahead and give it a try here and see if it turns red. That it worked well that time, but we'll go ahead and make it's a lighter color to see. Now it works. Okay, so okay, and then one final thing is to be able to control the volume in Xenialpup, and almost all the puppylinux works the same way. What you need to do is give it a keyboard command to raise and lower the volume. Can be done through the jwmrc-personal file. So usually I put it toward the bottom, and then I put in this is fairly helpful to me in that if I put in different key. Usually what I would do is a master volume control. I use ALT and up and down key. So that works very well. Now, as right now, this is not controlled with a master. We'll go ahead and take a look at it again here. It is not controlled by master volume. So there's no master volume, but the volume intensity is controlled by PCM. So what you have to do is, this is going to allow you to use the keyboard to make the volume higher or low when the PCM is the way to control the volume intensity of volume. So in this case, ALT and control and up and down key will raise or lower the volume. And then that's how I set it up, and it seems to work very well. So make sure you, after you enter all this information and adjust the intensity, I'll go ahead and put these on the description below, but make sure you completely reboot to have the settings take effect. So I hope this is helpful. If there's any further questions or suggestions for further topics with a 32-bit puppylinux, let me know.